Yesterday's television, I like that. This is A8YF Mobile 5.2, just coming out of the Hamfest. Thought we'd see if the new antenna works. So yeah, we're on some side road here, 5.1 miles to 675 North Columbus.
Oh, is this frequency in use?
Okay, very good to meet you, sir. Thank you. And the call is Alpha Alpha 8 Yankee Foxtrot. And yeah, nice signal, and appreciate you coming back. There was a second station there asking if the frequency in use. Well, yeah, we're going. Yeah, I'm sorry, unable to copy there. A8YF Mobile.
Parking lot. Isn't that just the truth?
Radio check loud and clear, and then QPO.
It works.
I hear you, W8PJZ.
Go to 46. Doc, go to 46, W8EJC.
Yep, W8PJZ. All right. Are you behind us?
For those people that are in that line to try and get out, I think you ought to look for another entrance out. That's what I did. It looks like I'm going to be able to find one.
There's another exit by the buses.
Yeah, there's another exit. If you make a left, you can avoid the traffic jam. Matter of fact, if you go east on Fairground Road, if you figure out how to get east on Fairground Road and get up by gate 2, there's no traffic jam. You're probably going to have to wait another half hour to an hour in that spot.
Thank you. The property, and there's no waiting. KBFXJ.
Yeah, I mean there is some congested traffic, but I think once we get past the fairgrounds, it'll be clear.
All right, where'd you go, Randy? We're over at the grandstand waiting on you. Yeah, W8EJC from W8PJZ. Where'd you go?
And now we're going to go away for
Yeah, hello, Mr. Randy. W8EJC, W8PJZ. Where you at?
we're heading southbound, so 73, southbound, KHCEW.
K3ES, this is Alpha Charlie 3, Golf Bravo.
Oh, shut up.
I have sunscreen melting in my eyes.
Have a good day, everybody. Go home and get some rest.
Somebody doubled it. Brian, are you out there?
So I bought me a ham radio, kind of a coffee cup insulated thing, and I bought a couple of cans. So, you know, I called Cleve, we discussed it, he thinks he has what it's going to take to tune them, so hopefully that'll work out for us.
What are you going to do? Put up a 900 repeater?
No, we're going to try to notch out all the paging systems that are screwing up my 902 sideband when I'm trying to talk.
Oh yeah, well that'll definitely work.
Well, one of them's a notch, and the other one's a kind of a bypass can, but I've never really set these things up before, and I talked to the guy back in the boneyard there, and I finally just said, well, wait a minute, I'm ignorant on this. Let me talk to my broadcast engineer friend. So I got Cleve on the phone with him, and, you know, all we need is basically is going to be a tracking generator and a way to inject the signal. And I think after those two things are done, we should be able to notch out what I need to. These paging systems, I don't know where they are, but, you know, I'll be sitting there and just out of nowhere, one will pop up 40 dB over, 5 kC up from the call frequency, and then after a minute drop away, then one will come up, you know, below me. I can't believe they're still using those things.
Yeah, I can't believe that paging is still in existence with cell, but I guess it's just, you know, it's cheap enough that for certain things, you know, I noticed they still, when I was in the hospital, they still use it in the hospital.
Well, that may be where I'm picking them up from, but, you know, it's just irritating. There will be some insertion loss, you know, but I think that the overall bottom line of this will improve the reception. There's one guy that I work, TWZ, over in Bowling Green, Kentucky on 902, and we've been able to pull it off both the January and June contest, but, you know, when one of these paging things go off, you know, it just blankets them out. It's so strong.
So did you get the square cans or the round ones?
I got a set of Sinclairs, 2 of them.
Yeah, well, if he's got a service monitor, he'll be able to notch in. He'll be able to tune that right too, right for you.
Well, they came out of a commercial installation. Right now they're tuned up at the 938 portion of the band, and apparently they had some emergency communication people that had bought this complete station setup, and, you know, that this paging stuff was so bad that they actually had to relocate where the repeater was for a small township somewhere up towards Towanda, New York. But anyway, these cans here were used when they finally got to a new location. They still had the problem, but wasn't so bad. We could take this light and then go through the back streets, but if you'll go up to the next light and hang a right, that'll probably be better.
All right, yeah, no problem.
I've never worked on cans before like this. I'm understanding how they work and that there's a, you know, tuning coil in there and yada, 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 but they intermix with each other, and so that's going to be the difficult part, to try to watch and understand.
Yeah, I think you tune them separately, and then you put them together, and then you inject, you know, each frequency, if I remember right, on how you do it. But I think you have to tune each can separately.
Well, he didn't explain it that way. Apparently one's more of a notch and the other one's more of a bandpass filter.
Yeah, that's correct.
And so he said you gotta kind of know where you're wanting to notch out the problem, you know, and then you'll use the one can to notch, but the other one will be more of a bandpass. Kind of a bellwether look, he said, with a deep V at the bottom of the bell. So you're going to make a right here at 380.
Remember when this town was destroyed by the tornado in the 70s?
I remember reading about that. There's some history on that here in this town. Like I said, getting this huge box of those clamps for $15 was a steal.
Yeah, it was. I didn't make it out to the big horseshoe or the big racetrack or whatever it is. I'll make it out there tomorrow, but I didn't make it out there today. I made it out to where Tim was and all those, and then over to the Forum building, but that was about it.
I didn't have much to say to that gutless wonder today.
No, not that Tim, YN.
Oh, well, the gutless wonder is here, Jello himself, and he basically acknowledged me, at which point I just looked at him and on my scooter and just kind of shook my head and drove away. How'd Scott do today?
Oh, he did well. I think they were selling a lot of stuff. Sold a number of amps. He's got a good attitude. He's a really good businessman. I've had a lot of experience with non-good businessmen. He's a very good businessman.
Well, that's good. God, how many product lines does he carry now?
I don't know, 6, 7, 8, somewhere right around there.
I wonder how that pole works, that extension pole. By the way, Frisch's is going to be on your right-hand turn, kind of like a Bob's Big Boy, and you should see it coming up here in a little bit on your right.
But instead of Bob's Big Boy, it's Frisch's Big Boy.
Yeah, Frisch's, Bob's, all the same.
All right, I'll pull in. I'll see you there.
You have found it. Had we taken the first light, we would have come out here and made a right, but sometimes, you know, it's a short-changing light, so that's why I didn't take it.
All right, yeah. Well, this is where I would go make a left here and head back to Cincinnati.
On 42 goes right back to the interstate?
Yeah, it goes down, and then there's a little jog on 48, and then from there it's, let's see, it's about 15 miles from where I get on to where my daughter's house is.
Alrighty, KG4, WLX Mobile clear.
W4 PGM clear.
NAWWR, 2 cents clear.
Who is the WWR station?
Oh, that was me throwing in my 2 cents about Frisch's, the Frisch's franchise as opposed to the Bob's. NAWWR Mobile.
Well, come join us for a cup of coffee.
I appreciate the invite, but I have other issues I have to attend to, and while I was in town, I was hoping to catch a big boy because you know they don't exist in Texas. Is all I should say without holding you up in your car. Enjoy, and hope you enjoy the Hamvention. Maybe I'll run into you tomorrow. NAWWR. Over towards the Love Hotel, I guess it's called. I don't know. I gotta go pick up a buddy over there before we go back to our hotel. So I'm just out. Right behind you, KC9A exit. Say again? The Afterman's right behind you. Would help if I was right on the main. The right one was the main one, but right behind you. Roger, gotcha. Sorry, old man. Here, CD mobile. Yeah, visual. KA0 VXR.
KE8 UAM. Listening.
KD8FCL, KD8FCL, WB8LC.
CQZ WX4TV.
Water tower up at the distance, not too far away. Coming up, maybe. It looks like we work on the paint of the water tower.
QCYK, any copy on K0WHW?
Yeah.
Of course I copy you. That's the most ridiculous question I've ever heard in my life.
You're only saying that because you're talking on your radio.
I can't even imagine you would think that.
Right. So if you're there.
I'm going to go up and potty. I think it'll be a while till Steve gets here. If you guys want to go ahead. We'll have to call you on the cell or something. Or if you're happy waiting, that's fine too.
Yeah, go ahead! Yeah, I'm talking to you off the tower lady's hair, on her repeater, on top of her head.
Gordon, this is Wes, ACHJF, late of Hazel Park.
Do you know you walked right in front of me today? I said hi to you. I didn't have much of a voice because I had been talking all day, but I saw you walk past me here at one point. I quickly called out to you. I thought you were from mine.
How about it out there in DX land? How about it out there in DX land? Big Dick Daddy from downtown Cincinnati waving a big old hand.
I would believe it. Fly and look at you tomorrow. With prior to you 518, big.
Well, thanks for
supposed to turn right.
WC5H. WC5H testing.
In the mail, NAW.
WC5H.
Houston, Tech 2, November 8 wind.
It's working. W4SDX. Roger, roger. W4SDX, 73.
W4SDX from WC5H.
WC5H, W4SDX, good evening.
Good evening. I don't normally do this, but I'm asking for a radio check. See if this one's working.
Yeah, sounds good. Working well.
I appreciate it. Have a good evening, WC5H.
73, W4SDX.
November 9, Golf Lima Yankee. This is for mobile outside.
Your fucking ball bag.
K3, KLB from AK4U. K3, KLB from AK4U. America Kilowatt 4 United. Let me pull over here and stop and get the whip to stop fluttering here. Okay, I'm not sure you got the call right. Call here, America Kilowatt 4 United. Okay, you're down in the noise here just a little bit. Let me find a good spot here. Okay, that might be a little bit better there. Try again there, AK4U. The K3 station again from AK4U.
Copy me. Hello? Testing.
Sounds good, AK4U.
Go ahead, CQ. This is Kilo Echo 8, Kilo Charlie Yankee.
Hey, here's Kilo 0 over radio. 18 here.
Which Holiday Inn?
The one with 4 days in me.
Nice. I just left the fairgrounds, so I'm just on, just outside in Zinnia right now. So headed out to Dayton.
Okay, yeah, we're in front of you then.
I'm operating off an HT and a mag mount at 10 watts, so I don't know how long I'll have contact, but this is great.
Yeah, QSO, same here. I'm QRP. I'm 5 watts out of a FT817. FT817.
Roger, roger.
Go ahead, photo station, November 9, Golf Lima Yankee.
south.
KS0, GKS, radio check.
Station calling for radio check. Go ahead. KE8HRW. Station calling for radio check. Go ahead. KE8HRW.
KS0, GKS, you're not coming through very clear.
Stand by. Is this any better for you? KE8HRW. Station calling for the radio check. KE8HRW. Back to you. New contact KE8HRW clear.
Anybody on frequency? This is Kilo 8 United Delta K8UD.
KA7RRA.
W8BUH, you're getting out. You're sounding good.
Giorno amici, W8IJN. Hello, radio, KE0 ABR. Hello, radio. KE0 ABR. Hello, radio. KE0 ABR QRP.
This is Kilo.
Kilo Charlie 8. Something. Kilo Echo 0 Alpha Bravo Radio portable. KE0 ABR portable. It's right here, so.
N4H, you got a copy, Jimmy headed back, I headed back, we're out back at the hotel here. It's a mess over there, so just let's wait till this stuff goes over. Let's go over to your team or something like that. Let's do something different, because, it's a mess over there. See you later.
KC0 LKV.